guys, it's Sarah Oliver. Today I want to give you some active stretching techniques to help target the smaller muscle groups which support the larger muscle groups. As we move through this, I'll explain to you why it's important to do these stretches and the value in bringing some balance back into the body. So you're going to come up to a standing position, and the nice thing about this stretch is you don't have to get on your knees, you don't need a mat, it's all from a standing position, but I would recommend potentially having a car, a tree, or a wall close by if you just did a long run, because you might be a little wobbly in those legs anyways, and it would be nice to have something to hold on to for balance. So go ahead and come up to standing, and you're going to shift the weight into the left leg. And this first exercise is going to be targeting the hip flexors, those muscles across the front of the hips. So you're going to bend up your right knee to a 90-degree angle. So you want the ankle directly underneath the knee. And you're going to place your right hand on top of the knee and then the left. Now with just 5% feather-light effort, and I know you guys are athletes, so you're used to working really hard, but today I want you to take it back a notch. 5% effort, I want you to lift the knee up into the hand, and you're going to hold your hands in place as a wall of resistance, so don't let that knee lift up any higher. You're going to hold this for 15 seconds, then you're going to lower that knee down, take a breather. You're going to exhale, pull the belly in, lift the knee up a little bit higher, and do it again. Hold it for 15 seconds. You'll do one more set after this. So you're going to do 3 sets of 15 on the right, 3 sets of 15 on the left. Now the reason why we're trying to target the hip flexors, I know that if you've done a long run, a hard run, you have felt when these muscles just kind of go on a vacation, they stop firing, you start to feel a little wobbly, you start to feel a little bit more pain in your quads, because that's what it does. It puts a lot more strain on the quads, forcing them to have to work harder. And as we all know, when they end up working harder, there's no other larger muscle to go to. That's it. So in terms of endurance, we want to be able to keep the quadricep firing appropriately, supported by the hip flexors to help drive those knees forward and up. So we want to get those muscles on the front of the hip flexors firing, especially at the end of the run when we're tired, to remind them to fire so that when we go back to our run the next day, they know what to do. And it will build some endurance as well. So let's go into the next stretch. I want you to work on building up strength in the inner thighs, the adductors. Now, why is this important? Well, we've got these big, huge, strong muscles, the quads, around the hips, the glutes, the hamstrings, that are really good at firing over long periods of time. But what ends up happening, when these inner thighs stop firing, these muscles have to do the majority of the work. And not only are they doing the majority of the work, but they also can place some undue strain on the knees, drawing the kneecaps out, which places a lot of friction underneath the knees and the cartilage, which can end up causing some tracking issues. So if we can get the inner thighs to fire again, it might bring those knees back over top the ankles so that we're running from a place of appropriate alignment. So all you're going to do, it's pretty simple, is just make fists with your hands and place them between the inner thighs. Nice deep bend in the knees, and I'll show you from the side here, belly is pulled in. Now this time I want you to get after it. So about 80-85% effort, I want you to squeeze the knees towards each other, squeeze the legs onto the hands. I want you to hold for 15 seconds. You're going to back it off, then come down again, get the knees a little bit deeper, do it again. You'll do 3 sets of 15, again, targeting those inner thighs. The last exercise we're going to do is to help target the piriformis, which is a muscle around the hip joint, deep in the glute, that can cause a lot of problems when we get overuse injuries in this muscle. So we want to keep this muscle balanced. The kind of problems I'm speaking to are sciatica, for example, and it can also just cause a lot of hip pain, maybe even get into the IT band, which none of us want to have to deal with either. So nice little easy stretch here. You're going to shift some weight into your left leg, little bend in the left knee. Then I want you to bend your right knee up. Place your right hand on top of the knee, then the left. This is the important part. I want you to tuck that tailbone under, pull the belly in. Now again, we're going to go back to that 5% effort. Just 5% effort. I want you to lift the knee up into the hand, and you're going to hold the hands in place as that wall of resistance. You're going to back it off. You're going to bend the knee, tuck the tail, lift the knee up a little higher, do it again. You're going to do 3 sets of 15 on the right, 3 sets of 15 on the left. Now, you're going to feel probably a little bit of a pinching around the hip. That is the piriformis firing. So that's just some nice feedback from your body that you're actually doing the exercise correct. So 3 stretches really only takes about 4 to 5 minutes. Super effective in keeping the body realigned and balanced so that we can come back to our training sessions, our races stronger. And as we start to get these muscles used to firing up and supporting the larger muscle groups, it will end up helping to increase our overall muscular endurance. I'm sure we all want that. Thanks, guys.